Looking at these images today, it is hard to believe that this building no longer exists. Just a short while ago, this small structure was one of the busiest places on our farm. Inside these walls, thousands of eggs had been incubated, hundreds of chicks had taken their first breath. This room had become the starting point of many farming journeys. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't luxurious, but it worked. And sometimes in farming, that's all you need, or at least that's what we thought. Then came a night of relentless rain, the kind of rain that keeps you awake listening to iron sheets rattling in the darkness, the kind of rain that reminds you nature always has the final say. When morning arrived, we walked outside expecting another normal day. Instead, we found damage that immediately changed our plans. Part of the structure had failed. Water had found its way into areas where it should never have been. And suddenly, a room we depended on every day became a serious risk. As farmers, there are moments when you immediately know things cannot continue as before. This was one of those moments. The first priority was not the building. The first priority was protecting the farm's most valuable equipment, the incubator. Everything had moved, the machine, the tools, the supplies, anything that could be damaged by moisture or further structural failure. A temporary repair was made using iron sheets just to buy us time. Not a permanent solution, just enough protection while we figured out our next move. For a few days, we adapted, like most farmers do, but deep down, we knew this wasn't a long-term answer. Some viewers might wonder, why not simply repair it? The answer lies in understanding what this room actually represented. This wasn't just another farm building. This room housed the beginning of every flock. Every chick started here. Every hatch began here. The incubator depends on stable conditions, temperature, humidity, protection from sudden environmental changes. When those conditions become unreliable, your entire production system becomes vulnerable. And in poultry farming, prevention is always cheaper than recovery. There comes a point when every farmer faces a difficult question. Do I keep repairing or do I rebuild? It's not an easy decision. Demolition costs money. Construction costs money. Time is lost. Energy is lost. But continuing to invest in a structure that no longer serves its purpose can be even more expensive. Eventually, the decision became clear. The safest option, the smartest business decision, and the best investment for the future of Cholla Farm was to start over. Watching a structure disappear is emotional, not because of the blocks, not because of the timber, but because of the memories attached to it. Every farmer understands this feeling. You remember building it. You remember the first birds it served. You remember the challenges it helped you overcome. But growth demands difficult choices. As the walls come down, one thing became clear. This wasn't the end of something. It was the beginning of something better. Notice how carefully materials are being separated and stored. In farming, waste is expensive. Many of these materials will find a second life in future projects. Every resource matters. Every savings matters. Every decision matters. Mboga uko poa?
Aku banyak Manyalo duogo kata kawuono kaka iwacho.
the space now feels different, empty, but also full of possibility. Agriculture teaches patience, it teaches resilience, and perhaps most importantly, it teaches us not to become attached to old systems when better ones can be built. As difficult as this setback was, there is one thing we are truly grateful for. The chicks that once occupied this room were never affected. At the time of the damage, this structure was only serving as their temporary brooder space during the early stages of life. Today, those same chicks have grown significantly and are safely settled in their main poultry house. Watching them roam freely, eat comfortably, and continue developing well reminds us why preparation and quick decision making matter so much in farming. A storm may damage a building, but it doesn't have to destroy your progress because we acted quickly, protected our equipment, and adjusted our systems. The birds continued growing without interruption, and that is one of the most important lessons in agribusiness. Challenges will come, equipment will fail, buildings will age, weather will test you. But successful farmers learn how to adapt, recover, and keep moving forward. As you know, as I am looking at where the old hatchery once stood and then look across at these healthy birds, I'm reminded that growth is not always about avoiding problems. Sometimes growth comes from how you respond when problems arrive. The old hatchery is gone, the birds are thriving, and now it's time to build something better. In our next episode, we'll take you through the foundation stage and show you exactly how the new hatchery begins to take shape step by step. If you're enjoying these real farm documentaries and want to follow the complete rebuild journey, make sure you're subscribed to Cholla Farm. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.